Everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel. So in previous video we have seen some basics about strings and use of quotations. In today's video we're gonna see rest of the data types like integers, float, tuple, list, dictionaries and other important data types of Python. So without further ado, let's get started. So let's start from variable. Like for example, what if you want, let's take example. Okay, so like if you want to divide 4 by 2, what answer you want to get? Of course the remainder should be 0 and the quotient should be 2. Okay, but what if you want 5 divided by 2? So the answer is, how dumb you are, bro. Of course the answer should be 2.5, but in some cases we want answers in a round off way. So let's, without further ado, let's get started and see that what the things are, how to make it good and efficient. Let's start. Okay, so let's take a variable a. Okay, and for example, like we want integer. Okay, and for example let's take 5 divided by 2. So in our next video we're gonna cover operator. Okay, so there's nothing to worry about, but here this slash means, okay, so this slash means divide. Okay, and if which gives the answer in quotient. Okay, if we are dividing 5 by 2, then we by using this operator we're gonna get the quotient. Okay, but instead of using this operator, if we'll use this one, then we're gonna get remainder. So there's nothing to worry about. If you are getting confused, we're gonna see this in our next video. So let's just use this and let's just simply print our variable. Okay, so I want you guys to guess like what should be the answer. Okay, uh, okay, let me run this and just confirm whether you are correct or not. So here we got 2 instead of 5. So you might be thinking like what was that? Okay, so actually integer is nothing like integer always cover a whole number. Like it do like in integer there is no space for decimal place or integer place. Okay, there is no place for decimal or point value. Okay, so if the answer is coming as a 2.5, but there will be no place for 5.5, it just round off the answer, so we'll be getting this only. And what if we'll do 7? Okay, you might be thinking we'll be getting 3.5, but instead of 3.5 we're gonna get 3 only because it rounds off. But if instead of using int we're gonna use float. Okay, float. So what actually float does, float usually do, it also covers the decimal and point parts also. Okay, so see this, boom. Okay, so we got 3.5, and clearly like 3.5, when we'll multiply it by 2 we're gonna get answer are 7. Okay, so I think this part is clear for you guys. Like for int the answer we get is like whole part. Okay, like let's take an example of 3.5, we'll get only 3 when we use integer data type. Okay, but once we'll use float, then we're gonna get 3.5 as whole part. So till now we have seen like int and float. Now let's see how we can actually know the data type. Okay, like we know we have stored float value in a variable. Okay, but what if we want to see, okay, what if we want to see the type of variable? Okay, in our next video where we'll be covering the operator topic. Okay, so there I'll be clearing this thing, like printing the type of data. There will be a clear answer for you guys like how it works, but I am just trying to give a brief here because the main topic of this video is about data types. But I'll show here how to see the types of data. Okay, so we know that we are storing a float value in variable a, but what if we want to see like what's the data type of a? So we'll just print here, and what will print? Type. So we have a class in Python which type. Okay, here it is. So what it does, it basically tells us the type of variable storing the value. Okay, so here we'll go a. Okay, here is a variable, so we'll run the code again. Okay, and we got the answer, class float. And let's just do this fast. Okay, just use it as int. Okay, here we got class int. Okay, so you can just check it out in our next video, where we have shown the actual value by using different operators and knowing its data types. It's kind of fun. Okay, like give me some space. It's like looking so congested. Okay, so now it's clear, like its class is so clear. Okay, so now let's move further on. Now we have seen integer and float. Now let's move further on tuples, list and dictionaries. Okay, so let's get started with list first. Okay, so in list, first of all, learn these things. Okay, what that list have these square brackets, tuple have these middle brackets, and then dictionaries okay, dictionaries I think there is some spelling mistakes, so let it be DICD. Okay, so here we use curly brackets. Okay, so these are some briefs, and now we're gonna start. Okay, so in a list we can see, let's give some. Okay, 6. So now if we want, let's cut it down, right? For like if we want to print list, let's see what we'll get. We'll get nothing because we haven't printed the list. So let's just print this. Okay, we have stored the variable and we got this thing. So here the concept comes mutable and immutable. So what you guys understanding mutable and immutable? So instead of asking you guys, give me this opportunity to explain you. Okay, so mutable is a thing in which we can make changes further using the index number. Okay, and in immutable, what is immutable? So basically immutable is nothing but those data types in which we can't make changes once we have declared it is known as immutable. For example, let's see list and giving it at 0 as 2. Okay, so as I have told in our previous video that indexing in Python and most of the languages start with 0. So even if it is 6 elements, but indexing will start from 0, so the last elements index will be 5. Like 1, let me just wait a minute, 1 will be as 0 index. Okay, 1 will be as 0 index, 2 will be as 1, 3 will be as 2, so on. So like index is nothing, just जो भी पोजीशन है उससे 1 माइनस. Okay, so let's see whether we can change it and update it or not. Okay, let's run this. Gotcha. Okay, so we got 2 2 3 4 5 6. So what we have changed? We have changed 0th index, and we have 1. Okay, 1 at 0 index. For example, again let's update the index number 3, and we have at index number 3 as 4. Okay, so here is 4, but we want here as a 2. So let's see. 1 2 3 2. Instead of 4 we are seeing 2. So as I have cleared you the meaning of mutable and immutable, so you guys can see clearly that list is mutable, that it can be changed even after declaring. So let's move further. And also one thing, list is usually like we create list, and arrays are also based on this only, and we can create many things using list. Okay, and list is also in an ordered way. So as we have seen list, now we are on tuple and we are using this bracket. Okay, so let's simply just see this code. Boom, so here we got our tuple. But what if we want to see whether tuple is mutable or not? And by mutable I means that whether we can change it further and we can update it further once we declared it as a variable. So let's run, let's tuple, and now I'll go with index 0, which is having number 1. Okay, and then 3, and I wanna replace 1 by 3, and let's see whether we can do this or not, like we have done earlier in with list. Like we have changed the first number with another one, and like we were playing with it because it was mutable. But let's see whether tuple is mutable or not. Let's run the code. So we got the error, and what error we are seeing? It is a type error which is saying tuple object does not support item system, which means it is immutable. Okay, once we declared tuple, okay, once we declare that these are the only elements in tuple, then it can't be changed further. Likewise in list. So let's see whether it works as ordered list or not. Okay, so let's do this. 4, add just 4, and let's see whether we get. Okay, so it's a unordered list. Okay, so tuple, we can say tuple is having unordered list, and we haven't seen this one for list. Okay, so let's just see whether list gave you an unordered list or ordered list. Okay, so let's just print it again and see. Run. Okay, so this one also disappointed us. Okay, so tuple and list is unordered, but list is mutable, whereas tuple is unordered plus immutable. So now we are left behind with dictionaries. So dictionaries, and as we have seen earlier in this video, that dictionary is denoted by curly bracket, and we're gonna give some elements. Let's say only 5 elements. Okay, let's just print this dish, and here we got suggestion by a PyCharm IDE, the name of variable, and we're gonna run this again. So here we got our elements, but Likewise, in list and tuple we have seen and we have checked that whether the given data type support unordered or ordered list. So let's check this one in dictionary also, and let's give here a comma and give 2 in between, and let's see. Okay, so in dictionary, okay, in dictionary elements don't get repeated. Okay, this thing should be noted that in dictionary elements are not getting repeated. Okay, like we have one in this one, so we can't put two again here. Okay, we have two here, so we can't put two it again. Okay, so like if I want to give one here again, let's see, we can get no. Okay, so it supports ordered list, but it don't support the duplication of numbers or anything. Okay, and let's see in dictionaries about these strings. Okay, like for example, I have A, then C, then J, then E. Okay, oh, okay, like I have done some mistake. J. Okay, let's run this code and let's see what mistake is there. It's showing any type error, but let's run the code. Okay, syntax error. Okay. So here we go. Okay, let's run the code. As we have seen in this A, C, J, E, but in dictionary it gets shuffled up. Okay, so it got shuffled up in dictionaries. Okay, and let's see, like every time we'll run this code, the dictionary will shuffle all the elements in its list. Okay, so like every time, this time A, J, C, E, and again E, C, A, J, and a random one will come. Okay, like, and what if we want to try whether it is mutable or not? Let's try for first element and give it by A by 1. Will it support? No. Set object does not support item assignment. Again, we got to know that dictionary is immutable. Let's and also let's see whether dictionary supports mixed language or not. Like, okay, so there is no problem, like we can print one with also strings. And let's also see, like if we are doing, let's do it completely. Okay, so let's use it as a list. Okay, so we are using it as a list, but here's written dictionaries. I hope you guys will understand, there's nothing to change. Okay, so okay, so it is a ordered list. Like, why I'm saying it's a ordered list, because it's showing everything in straight, whatever it is printed, it prints as it is. Okay, so and also let's try with tuple. Okay, so they all print the things as they are, but just in dictionaries it shuffle up every time we run the code. So our journey is till here now for this video. In the next video we're gonna see some operators and arguments used in Python, and then we're gonna explore more. And again I want to say that we are open to criticism always. Whatever you feel after whatever you felt after seeing this video, just comment it down and give us suggestions. Thank you, thanks a lot. And do subscribe to our channel, and do like this video if you liked it, and do dislike also, like if you dislike this video. Till then, bye, sayonara, I'm signing off. Thank you.